Well, March is Women's History Month, and one local organization, that being the United Way for Southeastern Michigan, takes some time every single year. Women of influence in our local area. Joining us to talk about that now is Sarah Grutza, the Vice President of Corporate Relations at the United Way for Southeastern Michigan. Sarah, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you for having me. It's an honor.
Yeah, glad to have you on to talk about this. This is the 7th annual Women of
Yeah.
Influence Summit, and it is coming up on Friday, March 3rd of this week. First off, tell us about the United Way for Southeastern Michigan's Women of Influence Summit. Give some background information on this event and who it honors and benefits.
Yeah, absolutely. So this, as you said, it's seventh annual Women of Influence Summit that we host each year to recognize Women's History Month, and also to bring together a lot of really impactful and incredible women and men that help lead our Metro Detroit community. And it's actually hosted by Women United, which is a group an affinity group of United Way for Southeastern Michigan that brings together women who are interested in engaging in the community, as well as a specific focus around early childhood learning. One of the key components we have at United Way is making sure that everybody has affordable and accessible childcare from zero all the way through graduating high school. And so this group focuses on raising dollars around our work for that. And this year, we are actually going to cross the $1 million raised for that work, which is really incredible and very exciting.
Yeah, it's very exciting news, and some very exciting individuals also going to be speaking and have a large role at this year's Women of Influence Summit. Can you tell us about some of the particular individuals of honor that are going to be there at this event, and people will be able to mix and mingle with and have some conversations with about some of these issues too, while doing so for a good cause?
Absolutely. So our keynote speaker is going to be Jacqueline Woodson, who is an incredible author of Brown Girl Dreaming. She is going to be the keynote speaker. So we'll have her there. We have Karen Drew from Channel 4 that's hosting. And then we have some of our incredible sponsors. Walker Miller Services, or Walker Miller Energy Services, is actually our presenting sponsor. So we will have the CEO and founder, Carla Walker, speaking as well. And then Illich Charities is our keynote sponsor. And so Kelly Illich will be doing some speaking as well. But the big thing definitely is Jacqueline Woodson. We're so excited and honored. And we actually, each person that attends is going to receive a copy of her book, Brown Girl Dreaming, that we purchased through a local women-owned bookstore, Source Booksellers. And so she's going to have a book signing right afterwards as well.
You can find more information on UnitedWaySEM.org, UnitedWaySEM.org for more information, as well as ways that you can still get involved and register to attend this event. It's going to be in the morning on Friday at the MGM Grand in downtown Detroit. In terms of registration, how many spaces are left? Is there still plenty of availability for people, knowing that this event is less than 24 hours away?
Yeah, so we have a couple of spots left, but definitely want to check out the website, or you can text 50503 to get registered as well. And the other incredible thing we're going to be having too, I wanted to lift up, is we have 10 local businesses, women-owned businesses. They're going to be the Women of Influence Marketplace, where folks are going to be able to kind of have a unique shopping experience to buy some of these incredible products from local folks. My favorite being Bon Bon Bon. We also have the Peacock Room, Commodities, and the Future is Female, to name a few. So you definitely want to make sure to get online and get your ticket right away. And it all starts at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning at MGM Grand.
And so this is the 7th time that the United Way for Southeastern Michigan has done this in partnership with other organizations in our local area, and it happens around this time of the year as we are celebrating and we are recognizing Women's History Month. And while this benefits the children, it really does also provide a great look into the influence of incredible women all throughout our community that are making a difference in a number of different sectors. So how does that factor into organizing this event and taking time each year to recognize different women in different positions of power and influence in our community, and really giving them a chance to highlight themselves and talk with other women too, and help them build their lives and their careers and their influence in their communities?
No, that's a great question. And you know what, Tyler, quite frankly, at United Way for Southeastern Michigan, we are uniquely positioned to work with corporate partners as well as our community partners that are filled with incredible women in their different industries. And we're able to do that and bring them all together at this event tomorrow. And it's going to be really exciting. I was looking at the list just of companies that we have that have purchased tables. It's just astounding. It ranges from banks. We have the Stellantis, Ford, GM, Bank of America. We have all of the different incredible corporate partners that we have, as well as some really incredible community folks that are out doing the work every single day. And yeah, they're going to have we have a couple of times for networking, and so it gives people the opportunity to sit across from some of these incredible leaders and learn from them, share ideas, and also just get a chance to see each other again. This is the first one that we're having in person since 2020. I'm sorry, yeah, since 2020. So we're really, really excited to be able to bring everyone back together again.
You can find more information on the work that's being done by the United Way for Southeastern Michigan on their website, unitedwaysem.org, unitedwaysem.org, and you can still register for tomorrow's event, the 7th Annual Women of Influence Summit that's presented by United Way for Southeastern Michigan in partnership with Walker Miller Energy Services by texting 50503 to register. That will give you all the information you need in order to register. There's still some slots available for you, but they're closing very quickly. And this event tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. until 11 a.m. and that begins all 8 o'clock with registration and networking. Breakfast at 9 and a program at 9:30. So plenty of time to network with people across different sectors of business and community in the Metro Detroit area and meet some incredible people in Detroit. We're joined on the program today by Sarah Grutza, who is the Vice President of Corporate Relations for the United Way for Southeastern Michigan, to talk about this event. And over the past 6 years before this, even with COVID-19, how has this event continued to grow and really continued to have a major influence, not just on women in our local area, but on others that are served by the United Way for Southeastern Michigan?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think again, the key thing that we're all here to do is, of course, network and lift up incredible women. But at the end of the day, it really is about the impact. And so, with the dollars that we've been able to raise, which again this year we're going to hit $1 million, we've been able to provide a lot of the local childcare facilities with resources, with good training, with making sure that people have what they need. We also have created a system where folks can go and access actual affordable childcare that during COVID-19 that really lifted up that regardless of your income level, regardless of your work schedule, your personal life, childcare is an issue for everyone. And so we have been able to work and connect to create different systems so folks can access that, and they can get that through our 211 call center, which has continued to serve the community time and time again.
The event is the 7th Annual Women of Influence Summit, and it is all through the United Way for Southeastern Michigan in partnership with Walker Miller Energy Services. Friday, March 3rd, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. at the MGM Grand in downtown Detroit. You can register by texting 50503 and register for some of the final spots available, and speak with a number of people in the local area that are making a difference in so many different sectors, including Karen Drew, an anchor at WDIV TV, as well as Dr. Darian Hudson, the president and CEO of United Way for Southeastern Michigan, and so many more, all at this event, the 7th Annual Women of Influence Summit through the United Way for Southeastern Michigan. Sarah Grutza, the Vice President of Corporate Relations with the United Way for Southeastern Michigan, is with us on the Megacast. Sarah, another couple minutes with you before we'll need to wrap things up today. Anything else that we should know about this particular event, or other work that the United Way for Southeastern Michigan is doing in our local area, particularly to serve women and to help women that are in need in a variety of different capacities right here in Southeastern Michigan?
Absolutely. So we have a number of events that we are always working to engage with the community and women focused, but also others. So we have our community schools work where we partner with local school districts to really create spaces and opportunities for families to fully be to fully be engaged with their schools. We also have, again, our incredible 211 hotline. I always want to lift this up whenever I have the chance to. 211 is a toll-free number that you can call 24/7, 365 days a year to get access to over 30,000 different community resources that we have. We have some incredible folks that work to make sure that folks get access to food, if that's what they need, if it's utility assistance, if it's childcare assistance, if it's you need housing and rental assistance. This is the number to call. It allows folks to get immediate access. And we also have just a number of other incredible partners that we work with to make sure that we are getting people signed up for the earned income tax credit, making sure that people have our Centers for Working Families, which gets folks back on their feet, whether it be financial assistance, financial planning, a job interview skill set, or if you need help with your resume, whatever it might be. These incredible programs can all be found through our website, but also connecting through 211.
More information on United Way's website, unitedwaysem.org, unitedwaysem.org, or you can, of course, text 211 or call 211 for more information to register for their 7th annual Women of Influence Summit happening Friday morning, 8 a.m. at the MGM Grand in Detroit. Text 50503. Sarah, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure.